the bill is actually a trapezoid, not a rectangle. And so you can see that this bill was 655.25 for the month. And so we divided that by, looks like 32 days. So basically we divide it by 31 to get this much on 30 of the days, and then we put half of it on the first day and half of it on the 32nd day. And so that's the naively disaggregated bill. And then we build a model on all of the bills, all of the disaggregated so far, to see what the load would be. And that is it's the orange. It's not quite, but say it's the orange. And and we look at what the orange is over this interval, and it's only 551. So it's not what we want, because we don't want to violate the constraints of the bills. So we scale it up to the gold curve here, which has the 655. But then we move the gas around in that bill, but we take a fairly small step. This algorithm is what's called a greedy algorithm. It always thinks that all the errors are due to itself. Each bill thinks I'm the reason for the error. So we take a very small step, which is the purple curve. We then repeat this process on all the bills, and then we run through that process of making the model and adjusting the bills several times. There's a 2-minute overview of the algorithm. What's interesting is that something that we've developed this year is a hierarchical disaggregation, where basically if we have a complete set of bills and we have the daily total load, then we're able to do the lost and unaccounted for. And it's a process similar to what I explained on the previous slide, but when we build the model to think what the load should be, the orange curve here, we then do the hierarchical forecast, if you will, to adjust the model so that the sum of the models of all the different customers, because this would have been just one customer or one set of customers. We would have a model for all the sets of customers. We would adjust those models so that the sum of them equals the total load into the system. The advantage of that, well, it takes longer to do, but the advantage is the sum of the individual data streams will be closer to the daily total, because you're not just aggregating over the month. The model now has the real day of the total characteristic into it, not just the model characteristic. It's going to better represent your peaks and your day of the week characteristic. And if some of the data streams have AMI data, because now all the models are going to be coupled, it will improve all of the disaggregated data streams, not just the ones with the AMI data. But maybe that's too deep into the weeds.
Just some reminders here, some office hours information. So we like to discuss, we like to talk, we want to hear what's going on, the other side of the forecast. So please reach out to us so we can discuss and talk about these topics and hear what's going on with you guys. So Ron Brown, his information's over there on the left, and my information's over on the right. You can reach out to either of us, and we'd be happy to talk and discuss different things.
And I would encourage you to do this because, as Alex said, that the ideas for these studies has really come from you guys. If we can help you out. Tom yesterday mentioned that this project started in 1993. So I've been doing this 30 years. And I would quite often walk into, back then it was the Wisconsin Gas Company, work with the people there. They're the ones who taught me the gas industry. And at the end of the meetings, I would wander into the control room and sit there and talk to the old guys in the control room and listen to their stories and figure out how to help them. Now I am one of the old guys, but I still want to hear your stories. And so
Yeah.
please reach out to us. Thank you.
Yeah, there you go.